fans crowd around every inch of the track, filling up the bleachers and stands on all sides of it. Perched up high in a corner booth, two announcers sit, introducing the two teams skating. Tonight, it's a face-off between the Beat City Bombers and the Jackson Hole Juggernauts, their fans identifiable by their I Love Jugs t-shirts. The DJ cranks out thumping electro-punk beats that suddenly fade out to make way for the singing of the national anthem. Moments later, 10 ferocious and very pumped-up skaters position themselves on the track in an array of skin-tight legwear, some in theatrical-grade makeup. The jam timer yells out 5 seconds, and at the sound of the starting whistle, the battle begins. Tonight I'm here to talk to you about women's roller derby, for many reasons a sport that is thrilling to both players and fans alike. Thanks to some less than factual roller derby movies and cheesy 80s roller shows, there are some commonly held but erroneous myths about the game that I'd like to dispel. Elbow checks to the face, penalties in the spank-o-matic machine, bouts ending in mass pillow fights. While those are all very amusing to consider, that's not part of today's derby. Instead, it's a full-contact sport showcasing agility, strength, endurance, strategy, and teamwork. After skating and training for 7 months as fresh meats, I drafted to the Beat City Bombers roller derby team in June 2018. And I love derby because it helps women to stand up for who they are, to be strong, confident, and assertive. Now I'll go on to explain the basics of gameplay, the derby ethos, and some of the exciting aspects of the derby subculture. Modern roller derby is played on an oval-shaped flat track. The boundaries are taped down. There are 5 skaters on the track per team at a time, 4 blockers and 1 jammer. Blockers are like defensive linemen. They bind their bodies together to create a human wall called a pack, designed to stop and hold back the opposing jammer from getting through. They can also split up to play offense for their own team. Jammers, identified by the star in their helmets, are the point scorers. The first jammer to make it through the pack is declared the lead jammer, and she has the ability to call off the jam at any time, after which the next jam starts. If she doesn't call it off, a jam can last for a maximum of 2 minutes. For every skater the jammer passes at the hips, 1 point is scored. Roller derby is full contact and one of the most regulated sports around. Illegal maneuvers like track cuts, form and back blocks, elbow checks, and blocking with the head are diligently observed and called by referees, who send the offending player to the penalty box. A penalty lasts for 30 seconds, after which the player returns to the track. Due to the full contact nature of roller derby, players wear a generous amount of protective gear. Yet still, some of the exciting crashes and collisions can sometimes send a player to the emergency room. There's definitely a blood sport appeal to roller derby, as evidenced by how stirred up both the players and fans get. And when you consider how hard derby girls train and how regulated it is, it's definitely a legitimate sport. Let's now take a look at some of the fascinating aspects of the derby ethos. Roller derby attracts a variety of athletes of mixed body types, and regardless of a woman's size, there's a job and a place for everyone on the team. Smaller skaters tend to be jammers, as they require less space to pass other skaters and can be more agile. Bigger skaters tend to be blockers, hence the common derby saying, "The bigger the ass, the harder to pass." And although this is the common arrangement, there are sometimes exceptions. A smaller skater can have very quick lateral speed, enabling her to block. And a bigger skater can use her weight to create unstoppable momentum as a jammer busting through the pack. Playing roller derby gives women a great sense of physical and mental balance and is a fun escape from the pressures of everyday life. The aggressive nature of the game has helped many women to learn to stand up for who they are. Consider this testimonial from a lady by the name of Justine, who now skates for New York City's Gotham Girls. "I had a hard time saying no to things. I said sorry too much. Roller derby helped me transition through the end of my college career into the professional world. It helped me to discover that I am powerful. Roller derby unites women from all different walks of life, bringing them together as a team. Skating, sweating, swearing, laughing and crying together. The bonds teammates form often extend beyond the track. So as you can see, roller derby is a great source of fun and girl power. Let's now take a look at some of the expressive and unique characteristics of the derby subculture that make it a fan favorite. According to the 2015 World Derby Census reports, there were 15,924 active participants in the sport, and the numbers continue to steadily increase. A critical part of the derby subculture is the do-it-yourself ethic, and the strong links between the punk rock and heavy metal musical genres correspond with the varied and aggressive feminine components evident in women's roller derby. For bouts, many skaters wear heavy makeup, sporting fancy things like sequins and fishnet tights, and some do not. Derby girls become their own self-invented alter egos when they skate, which is why they often adopt punny, tough-sounding, aggressive names to correspond with the larger-than-life take-no-shit side of their personalities. For example, one skater I know of, Braun Swanson of Portland, Oregon's Rose City Rollers, has her own special gimmick. For bouts, she sports a thick mustache, which she does in homage to Ron Swanson of Parks and Rec, whom she claims as her spirit animal. Derby names can get quite creative and sometimes downright hilarious. In conclusion, women's roller derby is a radical sport of strategy, strength, endurance, speed, and teamwork, empowering to women and thrilling to fans. There I was in the penalty box for my last 10 seconds, easing the throbbing of a fresh bruise as I scanned the track for my next target. Derby is life. You get knocked down, you get right back up and you hit back even harder, and you keep on going, for the win. Undeniably, women's roller derby is the way to make America skate again. Thank you.